This video is sponsored by PokedownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town like Chilling Reign, for example. You can use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG for 5% off your complete order. How fantastic is that? Also, this video is sponsored by cardmarket.com. This is a European platform where you're going to be able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and they even have old school cards for the collectors out there. Last but not least, this video is also sponsored by yourplaymat.com. This is a website where you're going to be able to create your own unique custom playmat. Use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG10YP for 10% off your complete order, or just click the link in the description below to create your own fantastic playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around with the commercials. I'll see you guys in a bit, so see you then. Sup YouTube, it's ZapDoseTCG here, and welcome back to another TCG battle video on my channel. I'm glad to say that Chilling Reign is here, and we're going to be starting off our content with one of the best decks that comes from Chilling Reign, Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. Having the Underworld ability allows it to attach psychic energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, and if you do, draw 2 cards. So we're going to try and get as many of these out as possible. We have the new Fog Crystal to search out a basic psychic Pokemon, or a basic psychic energy works perfectly with that Underworld ability. We have some tag teams in here like the Dusknoir Trevenant with Night Watch, with of course the high amount of money that's fantastic to play. We have of course the Horror House, which can still cheese out games if you go second. Horror House, then Poltergeist, winning games if the opponent only has 1 Pokemon. We have Mewtwo to copy the attacks of the other tag teams, and we have Cresselia, which is able to use Crescent Glow to accelerate 3 energies instantly from the deck if we go second, which is super duper awesome. Typically you want to go first, but if the opponent allows you to go second, use one of your Cresselia. Cresselia is also a way you can knock out stuff like Altaria, for example. And we have Galarian Zapdos V, which is able to one-hit KO Eternatus. We do run a couple of Aurora Energy in here, so yeah, if Eternatus is going to be destroying us thanks to weakness, we use Galarian Zapdos. So other than that, we're going to be, of course, having Chaotic Swell to make sure Path to the Peak doesn't come in play. Otherwise, we are not able to use Underworld Door. I've seen some lists that also run Path to the Peak and Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. It is all personal playstyle, but if you go for the Path to the Peak build, you will need multiple copies of Marshadow and the Resetting Whole ability. Other than that, straight consistency, 4 research, 4 money, and then Boss's Orders to round off the supporters. We have a reset stamp as well, just because it pairs so well with Night Watch. And Night Watch you're going to be able to set up in 1 turn. And then some Dedenne, yeah, 1 Dedenne, 1 Crobat. You don't need more because this draws also a lot of cards. So yeah, we're going to be seeing how this list will fare. A very consistent new archetype from Chilling Reign. And if you guys haven't noticed, the reason why we're late with Chilling Reign yeah, deck battle videos is because we actually played the Players Cup 4 this weekend, and we actually got into top 16. So that's huge. Again, Players Cup 2 we got into top 16, Players Cup 4 we got into top 16, so we're doing very well in this online era. I am really looking forward to playing in real life again, but it was a very huge regionals. Players Cup has an official event by Pokemon, and it felt like a regionals for sure. 9 hours of live streaming that happened, so okay, we're gonna see what we're up against, and we're up against a Rios Circle. Hello, and this deck doesn't mind going first or second because we have Cresselia, or we can establish a lot of Shadow Rider Calyrex V instantly, and opponent is gonna go first, so hopefully we start with a Cresselia. We do not start with a Cresselia, but we of course have a way to get him in the active position. We have air balloons by our side, so if we are able to of course get that Shadow Rider on the bench, it's gonna be fantastic. I think in the first turn you actually want to be a lot of auxiliaries here. Auxiliary, triple auxiliary. Ooh, is it gonna be Malamar? If it is going to be Malamar, I am very curious. Oh, we already have a switch card. Perfect. Yeah, Remoraid. I don't know what we're up against. It looks like Malamar, to be honest. Fog Crystal, probably gonna get himself an Inkay. The good thing is that this attack 52 each can actually make sure you can get the Inkay on something else. You have a good deck. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think Night Watch is a nice attack here. I wonder if it's gonna get a first turn 1-hit KO onto our Cresselia. If that is the case, we can then go for Night Watch, leave him to 0 card hand, but with these auxiliaries that he potentially might have, we'll see how it goes though. Okay, he also needs to get this out of the active position. So let's get rid of Boss's Orders. Let's get ourselves a Cresselia. We can also like go for Horror House, to be honest, like that is also an option. like Horror House, then he's not able to play down any cards. He's not going to be doing anything. Then we can knock him out with Poltergeist, following that up. Or we actually don't need a lot of cards in play, to be honest, to be able to win this game. We one-hit KO anyhow, so maybe getting out a couple of Shadow Rider Calyrex or maybe Trevenant is a nice option here, to be honest. I think I will go for the Trevenant, to be honest. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's attach here. We can actually like make sure he's not able to can't play any special energy or stadium cards. That means this guy already has an energy. But Night Watch is probably the best way we can go about this. Yeah, seems legit to me. I don't know if he's gonna get this guy out of the active position. He needs an energy and more stuff than that. For now, we're just gonna go for a research. Let's go for research right now. I'm actually gonna go for Trevenant Dusknoir because that's the best way to beat this kind of an archetype. Okay, let's go for another Shadow Rider Calyrex V. Oh, looks like there's a lot of them priced. That's super duper crazy. Oh well. It is what it is. This is also, Cresselia can also attack at one point, which actually is not too bad. And we're gonna leave it in the hand for now because we might top that Pokemon communication. But we'll see how it goes. So we need to use Night Watch, put the opponent to a 0-card hand, and that's gonna be beating this matchup nice and easily. It's Malamar, it's a 1-price deck from Chilling Reign. We can also, oh, he has Research. Oh, he's playing Cinccino, interesting. Cinccino and Octillery. I think it was a heavy Octillery line because I saw 3 Octilleries in his opening hand. This multiplies by 40. But we do have Marnie, so I am not too concerned about this just yet. Although this is a 1-price archetype, with Night Watch we're gonna be able to put the opponent to like a low hand size, and that's gonna be helping out a lot. Okay, Octillery. He can only use 1 Octillery during a game, so it doesn't matter if he gets out 2 of them because that's just preposterous. Lucky Egg onto the Malamar here, and he's just passing the turn. Okay, fine. So we're gonna go for Aurora Energy on this guy. We're gonna get rid of the Cresselia, I guess. Gonna go for a Fog Crystal. We can get... Yeah, Gengar Mimikyu is super nice to use though. Let's just get the Cresselia for now, and let's go for a classical Marnie. Really need to find a Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, to be honest. Well played. Thank you. Alright, so we move along. We're gonna go for communication. Getting ourselves the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. There we go. Gonna go for a Fog Crystal. Getting ourselves an energy. So that's how this deck operates, to be honest. Love it. Then next we're gonna go for Quick Ball. Getting ourselves a Crobat V. The Crobat V is gonna be able to draw a lot of cards. There we go. Ta-ta-da-da-ta-ta. No switch cards whatsoever, but we still have Underworld Door to draw some cards, and unfortunately there's a lot of our stuff priced, to be honest. A Chaotic Swell is nice, and yeah, let's just call it a day. I think in this scenario we need to gust up the Malamar. We used Night Watch is super nice to be consistently using. 50 to 2 is also not a bad idea. 50 damage to 2 of them, so we can get like, yeah, this guy does have 110 HP, so that's a little bit annoying. Quick Ball, the Malamar goes away. There's an Inky. I don't know how many special energies he's running, but we could shut that down with Shadow Mist, by the way. A Rapid Strike energies, or maybe a Spiral Energy. Yeah, this Karina's Focus, cool. Yeah, this cannot come into play. Karina's Focus, drawing a lot of cards. I'm very scared of Malamar, to be honest. Like Fog Crystal again. Psychic Energy. Is he gonna poke some damage onto our... he needs like all Rapid Strikes in hand right now. And a Cinccino as well. Well. What do you know? This guy has a 2 retreat cost. If we get another Chaotic Swell, I don't even know if he's playing Air Balloon or not. Fog Crystal, so he's not going to be able to knock out the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. And we also have a way to heal off all of our damage. No, we do not, because Mewtwo's in the discard pile, unfortunately. He has played a lot of cards down, though. Here is the Malamar. Here is the Malamar. Maybe we just attack him with a Cresselia here. Shuffling back 3 cards. Yeah, in this situation, I'm actually going to try and attack with Cresselia because that means he needs like boss's orders and that's not going to be turning out okay. I have quite a nice idea. We can gust this guy up and go for Night Watch. And then he has a 0 card hand. He can go for Karina's Focus again. He could. Karina's Focus, drawing 6 cards. Probably not gonna get the deal done. We could retreat to this. Gust up an Inkay, or I think I will gust up the Chinchino here. Maybe is Karina's Focus, all these cards will be priced or something, you never know that. Well played. Well, thank you. Here you go. Night Watch. Does he have any Karina's Focus left? Oh, Ordinary Rod or Choreo? He can only use Karina's Focus, so he's not gonna be able to like use oh, we have another Shadow Rider Calyrex. That means we can accelerate some more energies. I think next turn, if we find ourselves another switch card, do you have another boss left? Yeah, we do have another boss left as well. I think we can just nice and easily go for like Pale Moon GX or something, because this guy does have a 3 retreat cost, and that means we don't. Yeah, he does have another Karina's Focus left. Double Malamar here. 6 cards. Will that be enough? Yeah, he's never gonna be able to KO this guy. We can safely retreat if we want to, and then attack with Cresselia instead. So this is a technical matchup for sure. He sets up another Chinchino, or actually Minchino. Rapid Strike Tentacles for 80 damage. Interesting. Interesting for sure. I wonder if we just go for the 1 prize mechanic. Yeah, I don't even know if he has boss's orders in his hand. We retreat, attack with Cresselia is a nice option. There we go. Accelerating. We have a Marnie and then Night Watch, but I think Research is probably gonna be better in this scenario. We also have Horror House, which can still help out. Funky matchup, that's for sure. There's the Swell again. I don't know if he has another card left. We could retreat. We have more energies where those came from, so we can potentially like go for Pale Moon GX. Karina's Focus, 1, 2, 3 copies. If there's 1 prize, we should be okay. But I think I will just retreat. Yeah, we cannot retreat, otherwise we're not gonna be able to 1, 2. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to attack otherwise. Okay, here's the air balloon. Super duper nice. Exactly what I wanted, to be honest. I will retreat to Cresselia, get rid of an Aurora Energy. Attach of the turn here. And yeah, let's go for the Photon Laser with Cresselia. And now he's gonna be able to draw a lot of cards, but we should be okay. We still have 1 boss's orders left, so he draws a lot of cards, but he cannot like boss and have all the rapid strikes in hand, right? I know there's 2 3 prizers on our bench, which look very, very menacing. A huge hand size though. Do we have another Marnie left? Yeah, we do. Hopefully we draw into the Marnie. I just hope it's not priced. In this scenario, we give him Cresselia, followed it up by another Cresselia, and then give him the Night Watch, and then he's gonna go down to 1 prize card, which is super duper nice. Plays down a lot of cards though. There's Chinchino. Yeah, this deck list does flow pretty well though. Doesn't seem to be having more Karina's Focus, so that's nice. Which means we need Marnie. I don't even know how many he has left. Palpad. Okay, he's gonna shuffle back some Karina's Focus. Super well built deck of Malamar, to be honest. He already played down 1 Ordinary Rod. There's a 1 Malamar, which means potentially he could have like more attacks. Rapid Strike Surge. I'm gonna wait until we have the Marnie until we go for Night Watch. Browly, okay. Maybe we should go for Night Watch right from the get-go, but then our fella gets like knocked out, which is something I don't like. We need to knock this guy out, we need to gust this guy up. That's how it is. Ew, he goes for Boss's Orders. Do we have more switches left? 1 switch. 1 switch. Okay, we do have an attachment, but the problem is we need to find our switch out. Yeah, there we go. There we freaking go. Does have Karina's Focus, but we could potentially just wait. If we get him to a 0 card hand, he's definitely just gonna go for Karina's Focus. We want to wait. If we go for Night Watch right now, he has to use Karina's Focus. But he just shuffled back to Karina's Focus. So that is an issue. Yeah, just go for the 1 prize method, I guess. Photom Laser in the house. Didn't want to go to a 0 card hand because we still need to wait and hang on to our Night Watch before. Yeah, we can go for like Marnie afterwards. Luckily, he did not Palpat's Boss's Orders away. Erica, oof. Didn't even need the okay, he has the U-turn board. If he has another boss, we might potentially get stuck at one point because our air balloons are all stuck on our field. So maybe we should accelerate 1 energy to like these, to this guy, just in case. Is this the last of the Malamars? Or is he gonna search out an Inkay with Auxiliary? It could potentially be priced, right? 1 Malamar, 2 Inkays down. 1 Malamar. And as soon as he doesn't get another attacker up, we go for Night Watch, right? Night Watch, fantastic times. Yeah, maybe there is an Inkay priced. That could be the case. He already used 1 Ordinary Rod, so this is here, Rapid Strike Tentacles. Yeah, we just played that out perfectly, man. Play that out perfectly. Look at all these damage Pokemon. We could even like heal off all the damage. He didn't even need to shuffle 3 because... Oh yeah, we are weak to darkness. Crazy. He gets 1 prize card. We go for this one. Just in case we attach 1 energy here just so we can retreat if need be. Yeah, sounds reasonable to me. And we can also accelerate so we can have Boss's Orders, but we can do that later. We don't want to deck out, to be honest. Don't really want to be decking out. I'm actually going to just check out Fog Crystal to see what we have left to work with. Yeah, the Boss's Orders is in there. 4 cards left. Yeah, it seems to be okay. We can draw it out next turn if we want it. Let's go. Night Watch. What does go? Goes back in the deck. Karina and Lucky Egg. Crazy. Okay. 2 more prize cards to take. He needs to take 5 prize cards and he doesn't even have an attacker up and ready. As soon as he sets down... Ooh, Oricorio. That means we can gust this guy up and knock him out with the crazy Max Geist. Yeah. How much damage do we need to do? We have We're gonna get rid of 1, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is 220. So yeah, then Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX will finish Oricorio, or we can go for Poltergeist, which probably will also be a knockout, seeing as he has a ridiculous hand size. Echoing Horn. What goes back? Mewtwo. Give me my Mewtwo, please. Yeah, it's probably gonna be the Dene, but hey, Mewtwo, we can heal off all the damage here. Oh, he gusts this guy up. Oh, he wants to trap me, right? We have 2 energies left. That's not an issue. That's what I predicted here. Is that the second copy of Boss? Attach. Pass. Okay, what now? Does he have another copy of Boss? Yeah. Attach. Retreat Nightwatch is an option, but then he can still leave us stuck in the active. Maybe we just wait and then go for Miraculous Duo GX and the Boss. How about it? But I don't think he has like so many Bosses orders, because this deck needs to like draw. He has Palpad, so I don't think this is gonna work. We're just gonna gust 200 damage output. Well played. Well played. Look at that, we outplayed the Malamar. So yeah, one price decks are in generally super duper hard to deal with unless you play very well, which is something we definitely did. So if you're looking for TCGO codes, go hit up the Potown store, use that discount, 5% off, and yeah, this seems to be one of the best decks, if the best deck of Chilling Reign. Wow, that Malamar deck was very good. We have to note that down in our notepad. When I see ideas, it's like Malamar, it had Palpad, I think 2 Brawly, a Chinchino line, Erika's Hospitality, lots of stuff to be honest, 1 Echoing Horn. Interesting, I always love new ideas. Okay, next game with the most broken Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX deck. And it's so nice to draw so much cards. You have like, with Underworld Door you have so many outs. It's ridiculous. Yeah, in that specific turn we could have actually Nightwatched the Mew, but then he could have like trapped us again with the Mewtwo, which is something I didn't want to be happening, so that's what we did. Okay, we have the Shadow Rider. Then we are up against somebody with a Zacian deck box. Cricketune, ADP? Well, this guy doesn't, holy macaroni. 1 down. Let's see, 2 water energies being priced, and then he scoops. Would be fantastic. Cherish Bolt, ADP. Attachment to the ADP. Or maybe he can Mawal us. Depends on what we want to do here. Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. We actually want to have a 1-hit KO potentially, so we go for Cresselia. Cresselia, attach of the turn, the Dene GX. But slapping down the Dene GX is like not a great idea in this matchup because of ADP being broken. I think next turn he probably will have Alter Creation. He's checking out his deck. He could potentially have his ADP being priced. That's why he's looking so long. Maybe he's checking out his prize cards. Mawal? Really? Is he going to try a Mawal Jesus? That's not gonna work. Not gonna work. He doesn't get out ADP. Imagine ADP being priced. That could be the case. Saucer onto Mawal? I'm confused. Well, Cresselia, Fog, Crystal. He doesn't seem to be having anything else, so I'm actually gonna just get out this one. Quick Ball again. Another one of these. Shadow Rider Calyrex. Look at that. Look at that go. Fog Crystal. Energy. And this time around, we have 3 Shadow Rider Calyrex to work with. Marnie time. Okay, this is not a bad hand. Look at this. Switch card. The swell is down. And the Crescent Glow attack. 1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Look at that. So next turn, we will have a Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX up and ready to go. We don't have any 2 prizers that are going to be able to get knocked out by ADP, which is good. Cherish Ball, is he going to get it? Yeah, now he gets out ADP. Wonder why he did that, to be honest. Maybe because he relies on Peony to actually use Energy Switch instantly. So Viridian Forest is gone, super good. But he has the Water Energy Raw in hand. Has exciting, Research on top of exciting stage. Problem is he's not using Peony. That means he needs Energy Switch in this hand right now. If he doesn't, he's not gonna, he needs Energy Switch, Air Balloon, or Switch, or Escape Rope. Any of those will work. And with this huge hand, if he goes for Intrepid Sword, we Marnie again. Go for the horses. The Underworld Door is going to be able to accelerate right now. 4 energies in play means we are going to slap 130 freaking damage. Yeah, that means we don't need to switch anymore. He does have the switch. Maybe he goes for Alter Creation, maybe he doesn't. And even if he slaps some damage around, we can still use Mewtwo to heal off all damage. Oof. Second copy of Water Energy. If only we've played Crushing Hammers right now. 2 bosses down the drain as well. Bench is full. An Intrepid Sword. How redonkulous is that? Okay. Swell again. He's playing Viridian Force. I don't want to see any of that madness going around. And we are playing one of the best decks in the format. We Marnie that huge hand. Getting ourselves an energy, an air balloon as well. We'll see what we're going to be able to draw, to be honest. Underworld Door. Accelerate. Acrobat. Probably not going to be playing the Crobat. Just gonna poke some damage a little bit. Don't want to have that 2 prizer up on board. Max Geist. It doesn't deal too much damage just yet. Only 160, but that's enough to 2-shot this ADP without having to rely on 2 prize bench sitters like Crobat. Next turn, either we go for Marnie or we, yeah, probably gonna go for Research, to be honest. This guy gonna go for Alter Creation. I think ADP without Leon only slaps 290 at best with Rusted Sword. That means our horses are safe. Their energy switch as well. They're gonna go for Ultimate Ray instead. Ultimate Ray. He's gonna go for Ultimate Ray first, I think. Because he already sees the board's position as it is. That he wants to, yeah, Ultimate Ray. 150. Accelerating all the way to that Zacian V on the bench. In this situation, we potentially could set up a Mewtwo to heal off all damage in this scenario. Yeah, we potentially could do that. We could Marnie, but he only has a low hand size anyhow, so let's just go for Research. If we get more Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, that's gonna be good. Gengar Mimikyu could save ourselves a turn. Interestingly enough. Shadow Rider Calyrex. Communication. Another Shadow Rider appears. Shadow Rider number 2. We have 2 energy accelerations by our side. I think, yeah, we can go for like Horror House. Or set up another one. Gengar Mimikyu is super nice though. Horror House could be an interesting way. We can also squeeze out multiple KOs. Underworld Door. He will need balls that way. Oof, now that I think about it, Zapdos can fly in. 1 V Pokemon, 2 V Pokemon. He only has 2 V Pokemon. Okay, Zapdos cannot fly in just yet. Underworld Door again. This damage output gets higher and higher. It's crazy. And Dusknoir Trevenant is prized, by the way, as well as Mewtwo, which means we cannot heal off all this ridiculous damage output. Retreat. We can also finish him off with the Cresselia, by the way, which would have been awesome, but this is okay. This is utterly okay. So look at this, Max Geist. 250 damage. Ridiculous. Do we get Mewtwo? Yes. And Dusknoir Trevenant as well, okay. Looks like all of our attackers, all of our Pokemon fly out of the deck. He could go for... He needs Boss in the hand, and he already wasted 2 Boss. He could go for Quick Ball Eldegoss, then knock out this guy. But that's a little bit tricky, because if we knock out his Zacian, he will need to 2-shot these fellas. How many switch outs? Does have the Air Balloon. 3 cards in hand. Oh, he does have the Boss in the hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's only 160 damage output. 160, which means we need 2 more energies. Shouldn't be that hard for this crazy horse to do that. 2 more energies, right? Not a problem. Aurora Energy is the first up on the list. Getting rid of Cresselia. We can slap down a Mewtwo, although we probably will not need another Mewtwo. Yeah, Mewtwo could be nice. He could trap us, but we have more air balloons where those came from. Let's just get rid of this one. Shadow Rider Calyrex, another one. Do we set up another one? Probably not. Just try to tin the deck here. Try to tin the deck. We're getting rid of another Shadow Rider here. Might as well slap down another one, although he could go after them. Let's just go for the Dene here. Let's rock. Look at all these energies, man. It's ridiculous. This deck is crazy. Underworld Door, 1 energy to this guy. We haven't even we have the other boss as well. So Underworld Door again to the Mewtwo, and Max Geist is just building up so much damage. It's ridiculous. We have an air balloon. We're gonna leave that in hand. Max Geist. This Zacian is not even forming a threat here. It's just getting destroyed by Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. 250 damage output. We have 2 horses. We have a Mewtwo which heals off all the damage. So if he's not able to one-hit KO, we have Air Balloon, Attachment of Turn, and another Underworld Door to be able to win instantly. This card has 2 ADPs, and this one hits anything in the game right now. So who said ADP was a problem, right? Shadow Rider is just super good. Eldegoss, is he gonna trap us? We only have 3 cards in the deck. Maybe that is his last solution. Yeah, he has a boss. 3 switches down, 3 energies here, lots of energies in play. Gust up, Mewtwo. Yeah, we predicted that. We have Air Balloon. We have the Air Balloon and we have boss. So this deck is so good. This deck is so good. Slapping on ADP, slapping on 1 prize decks. You have so many answers. If you're up against Mad Party, you can use the attack of this Shadow Rider Calyrex V. He can use the GX move, so we can he discards all of our supporters, but that's not gonna get him anywhere. Yeah, this is actually your opponent discard all supporters you find there. Sure. Yay! Well played. It is time. We actually want to be. We could have used Zapdos in this scenario because he has 3 V Pokemon. Do we still have it? Yeah, we can still do it, but we're not gonna be that way. We're just gonna go for retreating. Oh man, this deck is insane. So hopefully, guys, enjoy this video of Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX, one of the most broken decks in the format right now. I really love the deck so much. Has consistency all around, lots of options with your tag team attackers. You have Galarian Zapdos for your Eternatus matchup, so be sure to check out the deck for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to destroy the like button. As always, helps out the YouTube algorithm. And also go check out PokedownStore.com if you're looking for TCGO code cards. Go, of course, check out Card Market if you're a European player to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. And check out yourplaymat.com if you're interested to create your own unique custom playmat. It ships worldwide, it's not a lot of money, and you get 10% off your order by clicking the link in the description below. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow with more Pokemon TCG epicness. I'm out. Peace.